What's going on, guys? This is iRockTHS back here with the next episode of our Out of the Park tutorial series. I know I have said this quite a few times during the off season, but I think we might be able to complete most of the off season today. Hopefully, we've got our two players in mind here. Or no, that's not the one we want. We want all free agents, and we've got Patrick Corbin, 63 million over 5 years, and Shigekaizu Shintani. So I was on the Out of the Park subreddit, and there were a lot of people who were saying that the international free agents are extremely talented, and that I should 100% go all in on this. So I don't know how true that is, but he definitely appears to be like the best player out there. So if you go to, best catcher out there that I can afford, because you go to Grandal, and he wants 82.5 million. And Lucroy probably still wants 150 million. He's down to 67 million. Let's see what this offer comes back at, because it's still worth it to sign him right now. Compared to Lucroy, but if Lucroy does not sign that deal really quickly, we may be able to match it. What does Ramos want? Oh, right, Ramos won't play for us. So, and then just a quick reminder here, we did take Aaron Bummer in the draft last time. We've also acquired Richard Lovelady this offseason, so hopefully that should take care of the bullpen. Those two guys should hopefully do really well in the bullpen, and now we just need to shore up this starting rotation. So that's why we are trying to sign Corbin. So we'll go ahead. The other thing to keep an eye on, we're going to keep an eye on it. Let's go to the home screen. So the other thing to keep an eye on, nope, that's not the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. Is the players on the trading block. So these three players are on the these three starting pitchers are on the trading block. So, I'm not necessarily going to trade for all of them right now, but if I don't get Corbin or his price goes up much more, is Corbin worth that much more than someone like Arrieta? I don't think he is. So, I think Bumgarner's a rental though, isn't he? Yeah, Bumgarner will be a rental. So, but Paxton will be eligible for free agency. Doesn't say when he's gonna be eligible for free agency. It looks like he has 2 years left. So, but anyway, let's just keep simulating until we get word from either of those players that we're trying to sign. And we did get Shintani, so that's a pretty good deal for how talented he is to only get him for less than 2 million or 5 million a year. That's a pretty good deal. So now we'll take a look at these two trade proposals. Farquhar for Pena. He didn't do all that well last year. I mean, I like the guy, and I'm rooting for him to come back this year in real life, because he suffered was it an aneurysm or a hemorrhage in the dugout after an appearance, and obviously missed the rest of the season. So I'm really hoping he does well. I don't know if his walks numbers was higher or was lower. I'd probably consider that, but it's just a little high for me. So, and his home run numbers are too high. So, I have a feeling he hasn't lived up to this potential, but I'm all in. So I don't really want to do that. Bradley Zimmer is an interesting proposition. But for Kella and Toki, I'm not gonna go for that. I won't decline that because that's not a terrible trade. The chances of Pena really working out, fairly low. And he's not going to be that good. He's really only going to be a first baseman. Well, he does have third base and shortstop experience, so could maybe become a utility infielder. Can we change his position to... What's his arm like? Let's change his position back to third base. What are his ratings like in the outfield? His outfield ratings, he wouldn't be a terrible left fielder. But I think he's going to be a better third baseman than maybe anything but first. He's good enough to play not first base. He's good enough in the infield. So now we are just waiting on the pitcher. Let's see. So Brock went for $6.5 million. That's not bad. Personal message. Corbin signed. So, and they got Morton. Oof. Morton should be pretty solid. Chicago signed Soria. $63 million. So, yeah, now we're pretty much done with our offseason here. We'll keep an eye on any trades that come up, but I forgot I have to add them to the roster. We're pretty much going to just finish out the season. That is not even close to fair. I really do agree with my assistant GM on that one. That's actually not a terrible trade proposal, other than the fact that he is awful. Now, strikeout numbers are a little low. You'd expect it to be closer to 6 or 7, even with his below average stuff. But other than that, he's doing pretty well. How long is his contract? He's arbitration eligible. Not yet eligible. Is it going to say he's arbitration eligible once he's hit his service years? So Urania. It's not going to be great, I don't think. And LeBlanc is going to be maybe... It's actually not a terrible trade. But I want to see if I can get anything back other than that. That doesn't look terrible. Where'd he go? Ah, dang it. I knew there was no way he was going to accept that. It's interesting to see my scout doesn't think that highly of Gore, considering he thinks all his pitches are really good. He only has 55 stuff. That's weird. I think my scout's wrong on the stuff, but Gore's supposed to be really good. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so let's go to transactions, or DFA. So he's got to go here. So we're up to 39 on the 40-man. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. So the reason I make that trade is if you look at where'd he go? If you look at Makita, he's got room to improve in his walks and his strikeouts, right? He's got a little bit of room to grow there. And he didn't throw all that many innings at the major league level last year. So that's not the end of the world. But he's got room to grow in his strikeouts. He's got a little bit of room to grow even in his walks. Or in his home runs. Maybe not his walks so much. So he's still getting, I think he could still get better. There's a possibility he can still get better. He is 34, but there's the possibility that he could still be a little bit better. So he does have option years, which does allow me to send him down to AAA if it doesn't work, and it's a 1-year deal. Urania could be a good pitcher someday. The shortstop probably isn't going to be a major leaguer, and if he is, he's probably not going to be that effective. So when you're all in, giving up on a pitcher that's far away, well, giving up a pitcher, not giving up on a pitcher, giving up a pitcher who's far away for a pitcher who could potentially help you this year and give you options, that's really what you want to do when you're going all in. And despite what this series was originally called, I think I do need to go back and change the title of the playlist. We're not rebuilding anymore. We are going all in on this. I think we have too good of a position player core to not go all in right now and try and shore up the pitching. I mean, Mazzara is probably still going to get better. Gallo might still get better. Calhoun is going to go nowhere but up. So, proposal from the Red Sox. Moreland for Diekman and Jenkins. That's a no for me. Germany. Let's see. Ratings. See any good behind that? Really good behind the plate? Not really good at all defensively. Yeah, we're gonna leave him behind the plate. Let's see. Estrada. That's not very good. There's nothing positive out there. So Halliday and Rivera. I can't add him to the Hall of Fame, can I? Dang it. I should have voted for Edgar. Hopefully Helton gets in. I was going to say, hopefully Edgar got in, but obviously he didn't, so. Yes, so at this point we're going to simulate I don't know what the difference between the preseason and spring training is. I guess the preseason is maybe when pitchers and catchers report. Oh, you get the update on how much money you have available. They get Romo. Okay, so free agents and extensions. Get a little bit of room to sign players. Or trade for players during the season if there are injuries, or we really need to go all in, like we needed a catcher last year. I'm going to leave my budgets the same. I don't have all that much room. Let's go ahead and up the player development budget a little bit, because we have a decent amount of room over the payroll. Accounting. So let's see. Projected scouting expenses. Oh, we're expected to lose money if we do that. Let's go back to 16 million. May need to drop back the scouting budget a little bit at some point. What's the owner goal on that? By 2020, I'm with 19 million. Ugh. Let's just get better, and then hopefully we will meet that goal. Let's see. Let's go ahead and simulate the opening day. So at this point, there's not as much to go over. I'm still going to go over the draft like I did, the draft again this year, just because I think it's always valuable to go over the draft. And we'll probably, I don't know, maybe go over at the end of the season. I don't know how many more things we have to go over, really. At least until I'm actually in rebuilding mode, because I haven't been trading off prospects yet, or trading off talent yet, and just trading for talent, trading away my prospects. That's really, I think, kind of the only other thing I need to go over. But who died? Angelos died. That'll be interesting. I'll check that out when the sim stops. I'll take a look at who gets in his place. What was interrupted? So did we not have injuries? Ramos for 15, man. Man, if I'd waited. Does it not stop on trade proposals? I need to stop trade proposals. So this right here, owners can die. I don't know if I've ever seen owners sell, but the owners can pass away. Angelos is pretty old. So I believe everything about the new owner is randomly generated when the previous owner loses the team. So generous in fiscal matters and tolerant personnel relationships. So you go to owner. So he is basically the complete opposite of his dad. Is pretty much what we have going on here. Good luck having a winning record this year, guys. Good luck with that. So let's see. Michael A. Taylor for Kella Dees. That is it's gonna be a no for me. Let's see. Season expectation, better than 500 ball. I do not want your overpaid veteran, assuming he's overpaid. Okay, he's not that overpaid. Still don't want him. Do we have any of the top 100 lists? Not in the top 10. Let's go through here. Texas Bart, ranked 26th. That makes sense. Tavares, ranked 20th. Does history show? So he's fallen a little bit, but that's not a problem. His prospect rank is Juan Julio Pablo Martinez. I don't remember if he was ranked last season. Yeah, his name's number 70 last season. Now it's number 87. Pitching. Just Kraus. OSA is a lot higher on him than my scout is. So. Anyway. League reports. Select league report. Let's take a look here. Yeah, we got some decent players in here. So, Ravnet Odor Jr., Ravnet J. Odor does not hit for power like the other one. So yeah, at this point we're just gonna simulate until interesting things happen. No, that's not okay. Mike Trout can't go out to a random out of the park injury. I'm not okay with that. Oh, right, we have to pare down our roster. That's what we have to do. I knew we were missing something. So we have 39 players on our roster, and we can only have 25 for the season. So let's see. So he has to be on the roster. Oh, contract. Has 2 option years. So let's see. A little high in the walks last year. So we're going to send him to AAA. Actually, let's go over here. Back to AAA. I think I was planning on him playing center field this year. Back to AAA for you. So let's see. So 10 was out of options, and Rupp is not. Another way, I'd rather carry Rupp. So let's see. Jose Rodriguez. Not have many. That's good. I wish I remembered everyone I called up. Does he still have options? Everyone I called up last year for the 40-man roster. Send him to AAA. If I can keep him on the roster, I'd like to, but I don't think I can. Yeah, I've still got to get 5 players off this roster. 4. 3. 2. 1 and go ahead and vote Bush. So I did have to make some pretty tough decisions on this one. I didn't want to demote Bush necessarily, but I love how it filled out my roster completely with a bunch of players. Now I have 38 players at AAA. Oh man, that's great for the minors. Because I'm guessing it filled it out with players who aren't any good. Doesn't look like it. So I didn't necessarily want to demote Bush particularly. He had a pretty good season last year. His walks were a little high, but other than that, he had decent success. Even when he was giving up 2 home runs per 9 and walking 4.5 per 9. He had pretty good success. So But we need the we only have don't have the roster spot. Taking Bummer may not have been the greatest idea because we have to keep him on the active roster if we want to keep him. But I look at his numbers, thought about sending him back, but he looks like he's gonna be good enough. Okay. Vargas looks better as a starting pitcher apparently. Nothing too big there. But yeah, so let's. I don't know if we want to do any waiver action this early in the season. Waiver wire. Let's see. Who else still available? Britton's still a free agent. Other than that, not too surprised by any of these free agents. Can offer him a minor league contract, see if he can keep improving. Same here. I don't want to offer too many minor league contracts though, because again, my AAA is already pretty crowded. We must have gotten a PED suspension. So, go in here. Let's go ahead and see if take a flyer on those guys. Let's see. These guys are interesting, but not necessarily players I would pick up right now. Demote to AAA. Not too surprised he cleared waivers. But signed all three of those, so Del Bundy herniated disc. Those suck. So place on injured list, 10-day injured list, and we call up. Why did he go down to AA? We're calling on him up. So and the other thing about looking at how the players are doing this early in the season, it's way too early to get any kind of idea. We're only 10 games in, so we can't really get an idea of who's doing well and who's not. The sample size for everyone is too small. So Vargas out 3 months. Injured list. Again, placing him on the 10-day DL, just because we don't need to take him off at this point. So who's at AAA? Who did I not want to send down? Barnett. No, it was Bush. Let's bring Bush back. So there we go, and we get Bush back. I knew he was going to come back pretty quickly after the first reliever injury. I thought about bringing him back when I brought up Herrera, but I didn't want to send down Herrera either. I thought he did absolutely fine and deserves to be in the major leagues, but I had a roster crunch, so. Let's see. Nothing interesting in there. Now, it can be interesting to look at the pitching to see what's going on. Herrera is getting shelled. Actually, our entire pitching staff is getting shelled. Yeah, the entire pitching staff is getting shelled. But we are 14-7, so I'm guessing our offense is doing really well, and for the most part it is. Toki's not having a great start to the season. Yeah, he's only... Let's do this. Go to AAA, and we are going to call up Martinez and set him back to center field, because that's what he really is. We're trying to get him to learn left field, and he got, what was it, a 20 or a 30? Gallo suspended for a fight. Yep. Well, he's hitting for home runs, but he's not hitting for average. He's getting on base, though. I didn't look at all these, so... Odor's having a good season. Calhoun's having a decent season, not like his last year, but can't really ask for a repeat of that. Guzman is going off. Profar's having a good season. Mazzara is continuing right where he left off. So, like I said, this offense is really, really good. So, we kind of needed to go all in on the pitching. It's way too early to try and, really make predictions about the pitching, but the players I am moving up and down, it's because I don't want them to kill their potential I don't want to kill their potential and give them the yips. And now that I think that pitching is starting to catch up with us. Or lack of pitching is starting to catch up with us. So Corbin's doing well. But he appears to be the only one outperforming his FIP. Well, no, Miner's outperforming his FIP, I think. Yeah. But it's still early enough in the year where you can be getting really unlucky. You may need to let Rodon go. Bummer's actually doing as well as really anyone in the bullpen, so glad I kept him around. But yeah, this is just not looking very good. We're gonna have to make some moves if we want to win. We're done. Castrain can play. Okay. We should be checking the waiver wires. What we should be doing. He was in 15 innings. And last year he was better. Despite all that, he's actually doing okay. I'm gonna put in a claim. I know I said that you should probably have like a player in mind when you make a claim like that, but I have enough players that aren't doing very well that I can figure that out if the claim goes through. It's going to be a reliever, obviously. So we did get him. We have 7 days, but I want him on this roster right now. So, looking through here. So, Lovelady's doing better. Martin is not doing very well, results-wise. His walks are a little high. Contract out of option years. Homer's doing well, so I don't want to get rid of him. He can't start. So I can't send down Herrera to make room for him, because I don't have anyone else who can start, really. Let's go over here so we can see who has options and who doesn't. Kella is doing well. Lovely's doing okay. So the players with options. Are the players I don't want to get rid of. DFA him. And add him. So hopefully Chaffin does a little bit better. A lot of lefties. So definitely going to send him on a rehab assignment really quickly for a few days. But that may not be a great thing because... And Hamels is hurt. For the most part, we avoided injury problems last year. So it's not too surprising that we're dealing with him this year. So he's the only starter other than Bundy that's doing well. Bundy's not doing all that well. See what the waiver wire looks like. No starters. Anyone at AA doing well enough to skip? I don't know why it's saying he's doing well enough to move up. He's not. Just Hernandez, and he's maybe sample sizing because his walks are way down and he went up a level. I'm gonna see if there's anyone on the waiver wire. Oh, no starting pitchers. So, what country is this? Saudi Arabia. Really don't want to bring him up and throw him on the 40-man if I don't have to. I'm just gonna throw Bundy back in there. So he's probably gonna go in where Matt Bush is. Nope, they moved him to the top. Okay. So this is Bonifacio, who's one of the top players on their team. How bad are the Royals in here now? Oh, that's bad. Oh, they got Beltre. I think I knew that. It ain't great. What's their pitching look like? Hey, Griffin's here. Pitching. Maybe. What happened to Brad Keller? they get rid of Keller? Can't believe they would have gotten rid of Keller. That looks like they did. Oh. I don't know why I clicked that. So, let's get to the draft. Yeah, he cleared waivers. So throw him in AAA. Let's see. We're way too close to 500 at this point. Let's see. I need to be trolling the waiver wire a lot more than I actually am. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and claim Odorizzi. His metrics look fine. I know he's scouted at 35 movement, but his metrics look fine. And we really need starting pitching. If we claim him, Herrera's going down. I didn't realize Andre Ethier was still playing. Interesting trade. I didn't call him up in. That's right, started in last year's game. So, waivers and DFA. Herrera. I'm sorry. You are not getting it done right now. So, for the most part, Corbin, Bundy, the two players we've really gone out and, although it's through 3 games for Bundy, the players we've gone out and got, pitchers we've gone out and got are doing okay. Let's just chew. He is performing really well, but I can't actually add him. To the roster. Let's see what we can get for him. Not prospects, not veterans. Oh, he's gonna cost a lot of money. We're never gonna get rid of him. Only for Chris Davis. Yeah. Yeah, we're not gonna get rid of. I really want to get out from under that contract because I don't like it because I'm not playing him, but I just don't see any way out of it. Gallo out 5 to 6 weeks. That's not great. What's he done so far this year? 214, 354, 67 with 13 home runs. That's not bad. It's a pretty good pace. But we need a third baseman now. I have Joseph. Is Joseph been doing? Joseph's not been doing okay. Can Alvarez play third? No, we cannot. Can Bonas play third? Yes, he can. Has he been doing well this year? BABIP's down. ISO's up. Strikeout rate's way up. Walk rate's down. So you got what, 5? Come on down. Alright. We're gonna have some fun discussions. Once Vargas is ready to come back, it's probably gonna be Hood. Oh, wait, set Ibanez's position to third base. So message. Chu wants a trade. Well, I don't think you understand how this works. You signed a very large contract. No one's gonna trade for you. Well, about a little more time. Let's see, is it starting? It is starting up on yes, so. Oops, I just kicked the mic. What are they gonna do? Oh. 11. Not as many strikeouts as you'd like to see from a guy with 75 stuff, but I'm gonna just keep seeing if players pop up. Player development message, I don't really care too much. Vargas is getting better, apparently? No. Not too interesting in there. Calhoun, eye drops, but his potential overall improved, so. How's he doing? More walks and strikeouts this year. I didn't think that was going to happen for him ever. He's having an okay season, not near, close to as good with just not as much power. What's the batting order looking like? Yeah, he's sitting in front of Profar. And Banya's move is not working out so far, but it's been like 2 days. 3 games. Yeah. He's having a slow start, though. Brault. That's... Oh, that's AAA. Never mind. Not doing as well as some of the other players, but I don't think there's anyone waiting in the wings that's really carving out a role. Always walking a few too many. I'm actually going to demote him, see if he can get his walks under control. Holy. I can't call him up when I'm saying I'm trying to get walks under control. Or him. But they are having success with not allowing the runs. So. Probably because they're overmatching the competition. Let's throw him into the fire. We are below 500. Okay, so now it's time for the draft. So I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here, and we will do another draft in the episode after this. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you've seen here. We are apparently currently in last place, and we're only 4 games below 500. So really strong division this year. So we may miss the playoffs again, but make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you do like what you see here. If you have any questions, I do try to reply to all my comments. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.